Hello. In this video, we will learn about various data types used in SQL, including numeric, string, data and time, and many others. Making correct data types definition in the database ensures more efficient and consistent processing of data. You can watch videos on the database fundamentals, MS SQL, SQL Server Management Studio, and database query operations on the channel. A database consists of rows and columns. Column represents specific data types, while rows represent the stored data. Entering a textual value into a field where a numerical value is required, such as a phone number, will cause data inconsistency. Therefore, while defining column types, appropriate choices should be made. To create a new database, I right-click on Databases and select New Database. Then I enter its name and create the database. After the database is created, I create a new table within that database. From the Open window, you can view all data types in the Data Types section. In MS SQL, data types are generally listed under this heading, and each one is used to store different types of data in the database. Types such as char, varchar, text, nchar, and varchar, and text are used to store textual data. Types like int, teeny int, small int, big int, decimal, numeric, float, real are preferred for storing numeric data. Types like money and small money are specially designed to store monetary values. Types such as date, time, datetime, small datetime, datetime2, datetime offset, store date and time data. Types like binary, var binary, image are used to store binary data. Types like unique identifier, XML, cursor, SQL variant, table are used for special cases. Types like geography and geometry are used to store geographical and geometric data. A type like hierarchical is used to hierarchical data structures. These data types play an important role in database design and query operations, ensuring that data is stored and processed correctly. The usage and characteristics of each data type are selected according to specific needs and can directly impact database performance. What are the numeric variable types? In SQL, numerical variable types are data types used to store numerical data. These variables are used for mathematical operations, storing numbers or processing numerical data. The range and memory used for storing numerical data vary depending on the data type and size. When selecting a numeric data type, it should be created with attention to the maximum and minimum range that the data can access. You can view the table containing information about the value range and memory occupied by data types in the description section of the video. For example, small int is used to store smaller integers. The small int used to store numbers between minus 32,768 and positive 32,767, and it occupies 2 bytes of space. I am creating an example by adding big int, small int, tiny int, float, real, money, small money types. Specify the exact and precise part in the numerical data type. Decimal and numeric are numeric data types with fixed precision and scale. The definition is made considering the length of the values before or after the decimal point. In example database, I make definition for each numeric and decimal variable. Here, big int, small int, and tiny store integer numerical data within specific ranges. Float and real data types store decimal data with predefined lengths. When defining decimal and numeric, both the integer and decimal parts lengths are specified. In the example you provided, the integer part of the numerical expression can have a maximum of 10 digits, while the fractional part can have a maximum of 5 digits. Money and small money are used to store currency values within certain ranges. What are the string variable types? In SQL, there are various string types. These types differ based on storage capacity, memory usage, character support, and other factors. I am creating a new table for strings. Char supports fixed length ASCII characters. It can include letters, numbers, and special characters. Its size can be up to 8,000 characters. When making a definition, first the data type is specified, followed by the maximum length that the data can reach, enclosed in parentheses. Varchar supports variable length ASCII characters. It can include letters, numbers, and special characters. Its size can also be up to 8,000 characters. In other usage, instead of specifying the size, you can use max. Varchar max can hold variable length data up to 2 GB. In a large-scale database design, supporting only ASCII characters is insufficient. ASCII character consists solely of the letters, numbers, or symbols you see on the screen. Hence, data types that support Unicode characters are used. Char and varchar only support ASCII characters. To support Unicode characters, simply prevent the an expression when defining. And char supports fixed length Unicode characters. Up to 4,000 characters can be defined. And varchar supports variable length Unicode characters. Up to 4,000 characters can be defined. And varchar max can store Unicode characters up to 2 GB in size. ASCII represents a limited character set, while Unicode encompasses a broader and more universal character set. A string type defined as support languages such as Chinese or Arabic. To observe the differences between data types, I create a table by defining column name for string data type. For ease of finding, I am assigning the column name to be the same as the data type. After saving the table, I view it by selecting Edit. When backing up data, char stores fixed length data, while varchar stores variable length data. By entering science into both fields, I ensure that the relevant section of the table is recorded. When defining the char data type, it will append 3 spaces to complete it to the specified 10 characters. In varchar, however, it will only add 7 characters and will not add 3 spaces to complete it to 10 characters. This is the exact difference between the two. Unlike char and varchar, which support ASCII characters, nchar and nvarchar support Unicode characters. You can also write characters other than ASCII characters here, such as those in Chinese or Arabic languages. If you write a character other than ASCII characters in a section that supports only ASCII characters, it will be stored as a question mark. This inconsistency in data can occur. Therefore, when making the initial definition, appropriate data types should be selected taking into account the languages the database will be used with. Binary, var-binary, and var-binary mag are used for storing binary data. For example, image files such as BMP, TIFF, GIF, or JPEG, videos, documents, etc. can be stored. As with other data types, binary used to store fixed length data, while var-binary is used to store variable length data. The value specified within parentheses indicates the size of the data to be stored in bytes. Binary, var-binary, and var-binary max are defined depending on the size of data to be stored, and the appropriate one is chosen according to the requirement. Date and time data types. Date data type is used to store only date information. It includes year, month, and day, but does not include hour, minutes, or second information. For example, a value like 2024 04 30 can be stored in a date column. Datetime data types is used to store both date and time information. It includes year, month, day, hour, minute, and second information. For example, a value like 2024 04 30 12 30 45 can be stored in a datetime column. Datetime 2 is similar to datatime in storing date and time information, but it provides higher precision. It can provide precision up to milliseconds and even up to 100 nanoseconds. Therefore, it is used to in situations require more precise timing. Datetime offset stores data in the format datetime2 along with an additional offset representing the time zone difference. Small datetime include information about the year, month, day, hour, and minute. Time data type is used to store only time information. It can include hour, minute, second, and millisecond information, but does not include date information. For example, value like 12, 30, 45 can be stored in a time column. I'm saving the table by providing the names of the data types. I am adding the date 2024-0101 to all rows in the table. For data types that require time information and where, I haven't specified a time. The default values of 0 will be filled in. You can see that each data type is filled with its unique structure. As specified in the definition, date time to and date time offset data types contains milliseconds information consisting of 7 digits. Some other data types include geography. Data types is used to store geographic data. This type is used to represent location and geographic areas on the Earth's surface. For example, geographic coordinates or geographic shapes can be stored in this data type. XML data type is used to store XML documents. This type used to structure data or input XML documents from external sources. Unique identifier data used to store unique identifiers. This type is commonly used to store primary keys or other unique identifier fields. Is the officially used to storing global unique identifier values. Additionally, in SQL, there are duplicated data types such as timestamp, text, and image, which are not recommended for use. The reason for recommended them in the list is to maintain SQL compatibility in databases created in the past. In this video, we examine the data types used in SQL. You can learn all about data types and the memory they occupy without explanation. Thank you for watching.